There
Okay.
we go. Now,
Okay. So
now
good
you're up and
morning.
running.
So how are you today? Are you all okay? Can you open all your mouth so I can check how are things going? So you are here. Okay. Let me see. You don't look very well today, eh? Okay, so I'm Dottoressa Curamalicri and I give literal remedies for every ailment. For the Italian one, rimedi letterari per ogni malanno. You may have maybe something that is a sore throat or a cough, fever, but sometimes you may also suffer from too much ambition, and you should take a shot of great expectation by Charles Dickens. Or sometimes you can suffer of too little ambition, so you better take 10 drops of the crimson petal and the white by Michael Faber. And as Andrew said before, maybe sick, tired, or you lost your job. I hope not. But it's better if you take your daily dose of literature. Maybe this morning you woke up very early and so you can't find a decent cup of coffee. So it's better if you take a sip of the coffee shop by Peter Salom and let it percolate through your system. So, who am I? As I said before, I am Dottoressa Curamalicri, and I am one of the members of a free association that is Cosa vuoi che ti legga? What want you me to read? And as I said before, I give literary remedies for every ailment. How did I come to be a dottoressa? One summer I was looking for something to read, but I couldn't really find anything that could inspire me. Then, in a row of a bookshop, a book really got my attention, and I saw the Italian version of this book, the novel Cure, and this is the Italian version that is curarsi con i libri, rimedi letterari per ogni malanno. So I went through the book and actually I started skimming through the pages of the book. But to be honest, I immediately looked at the index of the book at the end for the ailment. And I was really pleased to discover how books can practice soothing emotional, mental, and possibly physical ailments. We know that songs can cure, pictures, painting can give us emotion. And that this is true also for books that can remind us and save in some moments of our lives. So I decided to become a Dottoressa Curamalicri, a kind of bibliotherapist. Um, Actually, I didn't have any patient and I didn't have any studio. So what did I decide? I decided to go around the city where I live, making read aloud attack, and with my helper here, Pietro, we gave free ailment to people. We know that stories have the power to alleviate the mental, emotional distress, transporting people, in other words, or even distracting them from what's weighing them down. And readers can also find comfort from specific situation in certain novels, uh, for example, in dialogues or characters where we can also relate or identify. So I started to give this ailment from the serious one, abandonment, loss of faith, loneliness, or maybe the strange, or even the strange one that were the most successful actually, like egg on your tie, or lack of seduction skills, and even to the downright absurd, such as determinedly chasing after a woman even if she is a nun. So, going around the city, giving literary remedies for ailment, I realized that people were really disposed to listen. And many actually bought the books I gave to them, I recommended them, and even thanked me. But actually, I didn't do anything special, no? I did something that I just suggested books instead of suggesting a song, no? And but that came to my mind an idea, and I said, why not adopt this method at school with my student? So I decided that my students should become Dottoressa Curamalicri's helpers. And instead of writing the classical, maybe boring review of a book, we have gone further and prescribed, sorry, books or passages we read for ailment that could cure. So a collaboration also began with even other schools, for example, the one in one school in Trentino. But the amazing things is that we discover the beautiful things. For example, did you know that Collodi's Pinocchio, I think this is international, okay, is one of the most beautiful and moving stories of paternity? And this is not a paternity by blood, but by adoption. And it is even an upside down adoption, because the adoption is made by a child, or rather by a piece of wood that cries, laughs like a child. And my students decided to recommend it to be treated at regular intervals if you see in yourself as an adult the same fragility that Mastro Geppetto has, and dealing with the vitality and unexpected events that life with a child or even a teenager can give you. I never thought of that. And I think this is a very, very good book. So let's see other children. For example, this one that was Classe Prima C Nuova Europa Draw, they offered, in collaboration with Cosa Vuoi che ti legga and Dottoressa Curamalicri, this literary ailment that was Drilla by Andrew Clements. Let me go to the English side. And they suggested to take a chapter every 12 hours, better with a free mind to better absorb each word. Or they also gave another one, maybe you or everyone knows that. The ailment was for mancanza di autostima, lack of self-esteem. And the other one is this one, Matilde by Roald Dahl. This was for a pathology of the heart, have a stone heart. I don't remember how to say that in English anyway. And they said that reading this book will warm your heart for sure. So they gave a little review, and then they gave the ailment. So now what am I proposing you? If you want to collaborate with Dottoressa Curamalicri, here are some prompts to fill in, and you can send them to me. I will send you. Okay, there is this Canva with all the instruction. Let me open it up. Okay, so you have this prompt. Here are all the instruction. And if you want to collaborate, you can collaborate with Dottoressa as a class, if you have a classroom, or even if you are any person, anyone who wants to suggest give an ailment about a book. So you write in here, you write your class or your name, offre, and then the title of the book in here. And in this part, rimedi letterari per ogni malanno, in this part you just have to drop in, drop in any book, any picture that can remind you that. I thought, as we are in the almost there, about, for example, anyone who wants to give a suggestion about Christmas Carol, then you have to adjust it. Oops, here we go. Okay. Oh, ecco qua. Okay. So anyone who wants to give ecco, a Christmas carol as a suggestion, I don't know, or anything. You just have to slip it into the this prompt, and then I will download and publish on my Facebook place, and even on the site that we have as a association. After that, you can have this book giardino. In Italian, we say bugiardino. I don't know in English how you say. No, the one that you all the no the active principles and how you have to take a medicine. So I thought a book giardino. Even with this one, you have a document. And you can fill it with your students or with yourself, and then you can send it to me. Okay, you just have to principi attivi del libro, principali malattie, no? Which ailment, conditions or people is suggested, and then even the posologia. How do you have to take it? Once a day, once a week? Alla bisogna, noi diciamo, alla bisogna, when you need it or when you need it. Okay, so that's all. Where can you find me? You can find me here. This is the QR code, so you can see this presentation, and there are all of this the links for to collaborate with me. You can find me on Facebook and even on Cosa vuoi che ti legga. That is my association Facebook page. This is our site, and this is the email where you can contact me. Any question? Do you want me to give you an ailment? Do you have any problem? You want me to read? This morning I gave an ailment for people who couldn't get out of bed. Falling out with your best friend, falling out of love with love, feeling like a failure, being very English, whatever you like.
Is being very English a problem then?
Did you have your nice cup of tea or coffee this morning?
Yeah, not properly yet, no.
No, but because you couldn't find anyone?
That's probably why I'm not feeling so great.
Okay.
Thank you very much for sharing.
You're
I'm
welcome.
going to stop the recording now.